Alrighty, welcome back to Dead Cells. We're going to be doing a couple of different things as we go about this run, because I've started posting the series, I've seen some tips. All the stuff from beforehand was posted before I'd seen any tips. This is weird, okay. These don't combine well at all, but I'll take it. But, so we're going to be doing a couple of different things, and the first bit of that is we're gonna take it easy. We're gonna play to try to actually beat the game. And that means changing things up, because beforehand, like, I obviously been trying to beat the game, but I wasn't going as hard at it as I could have been with some of the more cheesy stuff. Especially since we started trying to go for the runes, and we've been going into the harder areas. But you know what? The furthest I've gotten in this game... Oh, shit. Oh, well, this isn't too bad. I'm a little disappointed that, setting an enemy... Oh, Jesus! Ah! I got knocked into his attack. Okay. Things are going poorly here. But at least we'll get an elite item immediately. There, okay. The electric whip helped me out. Poison enemies that wounds you. That's okay. I don't think it's gonna help me too much. But I've been going into... The furthest I've gotten into this game was when we were going along the easier areas at the beginning. And since then, I've pretty much been going into, like, the ossuary over and over again. Or the sewers, and all these other places that are just harder to, like, handle. Because they're obviously meant for you to go to them kind of like later on as you're getting better at the game. But I still suck at the game. I'm still really early on when you consider things, especially when you consider that they want you to play the game for many repeated hours. So we're gonna go along, basically, we're gonna go to the first zones that we start off with. We're not gonna go to the ossuary this time. I got my rune, I got what I wanted from that. Maybe that'll help me get some extra items here and there, and if it doesn't, that's fine. I just need to get to the end of the game and try not to generally die. But another thing that we're trying out, I don't know if you've heard it or anything, because I don't know how this is going to sound, but I'm actually playing on TV right now rather than my normal setup. My normal setup is usually on a computer monitor. And so, this one, I'm sitting on a couch, sitting on, and I'm playing in front of a TV, in the same general room, just kind of like behind the whole setup. So if I sound different, just because of the fact that I'm like in a different position in the room, so there might be a little bit more echo, or it might just sound different in general, I'm not sure, that would probably be why. Also, there is a tiny, very tiny bit of input delay in comparison to just playing on my computer monitor, so... we'll see what ends up happening. It's not too terrible. I put it on game mode. It was a little bit worse when it wasn't on game mode, so at least we've kind of handled that. What do I want to do? Assassin's Dagger, or let's try some bleed damage stuff. Got an electric whip. I can make it do more damage if an enemy's bleeding, so I can start off with the bleed and then just stab away. Oh, chest. It's gonna be like this super basic item. Oh shit! Wow, that's so mean. I mean, I get boss cells from it, or not boss cells. That's a completely different mechanic. But I get normal cells from it, so that's pretty nice. You've outraged the gods. Okay. So apparently you can destroy these gates and not have to spend money. You just get a curse thing on you, which I'm fine with in these early kind of stages. I don't usually take too much damage in the beginning levels unless I'm making some serious mistakes. So if I make some serious mistakes here and die to a beginning enemy, well, at least it's the beginning area. Oh, there's the promenade exit. Okay, so that's where we're gonna be going, since that is the kind of starting area. So keep an eye out for that. Hello. Someone's groaning on the other side. Hey! What's going on in there? No answer. Hey! Wakey wakey! Get out of here, you freak! Leave me alone! This is the guy that gives me food. Alright. Well, I don't need it for now. Especially since there's no real point to grabbing some of these food items sometimes. But that's only because we're in like the early level. In the later levels where I get my ass kicked, that's a different story. Alright, there is a kebab over here that I've been trying to make my way down towards. Just because I might as well. It's 15% rather than 50%. And I'm not that low in health right now, so I'd rather go for that. See? Maxes myself out. Alright. Now I'm hoping that there's enough area to explore over here at the Vine, because I really don't want to go into the next level with the curse still on. That level is a little bit harder to maintain health on than this one. Oh, hello. Got myself a little chest. Or, well, secret. Okay, what do we got in here? A few enemies. Alright, speed is key. This isn't really a... Oh, jeez. Alright. There's the exotic sewers already. This isn't really a... currently what I'm using, this build isn't really amazing for instantaneous death. It's just pretty okay. I don't need the broadsword. I was looking back at some of my footage while I was editing and seeing exactly what happened a couple of times, and my last major death, when I had 58 cells and we were in the ossuary, it was because I was using the broadsword, and the broadsword's windup is so fucking long that the enemy got his attack off when he had this tiniest sliver of health. He had the tiniest ever sliver of health. I literally probably could have killed him in one melee hit, but because I was using the broadsword, he got his attack off and then killed me within basically 30 frames. So yeah, I went from almost kind of like 75% to full health to dead in the better course of a third of a second because the fucking broadsword didn't want to make contact yet. So, not happy about that. Oh my god, we could have had the health flask 3 so much earlier on if I hadn't been dying to those stupid shit. Ay. So, yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So another thing we're gonna be changing up is we're gonna keep on grabbing the Yigdar Oris Leox. I know I've been doing that pretty much since we've been starting to go into the ossuary, but that was only so I could try and get the rune. Now, I'm gonna use it just until I actually beat the game once, just so I can kind of keep myself alive. It's a nice little bonus thing. I'll hopefully not end up using it in one of these earlier areas, but you never know. I might make a mistake. I have this fucking curse. I could die right here, right now for all I know, because mistakes humble us all. Okay. Mistakes humble us all. That was a stupid way to die. I thought I was safe. I was like, I'll crouch underneath it, but I was in its path still. That's okay. I didn't really like that build anyways. The bleeding thing, it would have been a lot better off if I had something else that caused bleeding. But for now, I guess we'll just do this. Okay. Ice grenade. We'll freeze our targets, which will help us out pretty drastically. Because I got a curse, and that's never good. The zombie turns around like, what's going on? I guess it was just my imagination. Okay. I wanted to see how the ice and the fire actually combined, because I haven't— oh shit! Oh shit! I didn't mean to fall down like that. Wait, I haven't really been trying like the ice and cold. Well, that's not right. The fire hot? What did I say before? It doesn't matter. Hot and cold. That's what I wanted to say. What do we got in here? Inflicts a critical hit. That's just a twin dagger. I might as well. It's a higher DPS. Don't care about the balanced blade. I like how I said I'd be playing like a lot safer, and then I'm going through these curse doors super early on. Ooh. Victims burn. That's okay. Bleeding and burning on an enemy, but I cause burning anyways with my firebrand. We're doing another fire. We're doing another fire build. It's just so consistent in comparison to some of the other stuff. Oh, no you don't. Okay. I think I like the Assassin's Dagger more than I like the Twin Daggers. It's a lot easier for me to get a backstab than it is for me to get a 3-hit combo sometimes. Oh, what was I saying? Yeah. So, it looks like you can consistently kind of like freeze an enemy and then light them on fire. They'll still be thawing out. I don't think them getting thawed out is affected by the fire. This tunnel was cleared out very roughly. Doesn't look too solid. Well, is there anything in here for me? Canvas bag, a dusty old bag that someone left here a long time ago. Oh. I'm probably just gonna recycle that. The hole in this wall is extremely small. Except maybe for a child. Except for a child. Obviously, we have children prisoners running about here. Mutated children prisoners. We have to keep an eye out for that. Okay, well, we didn't really get much from there. Just some healing that I don't particularly need at this time. We should be fine. We're not gonna die in as stupid as a way as we did before. Oh. Frozen with time. It will be a build. Better build, better build, better build. There. Another thing that people have given me a general tip on, people are saying that shields are actually much more amazing than I would probably give them credit for, and that has been true. I definitely haven't really been giving them the time of day. I probably will continue to not really give them the time of day because I don't like shields too much. At least when they're in the kind of setup that they are in this game, where shielding is kind of a little bit more painful than I would prefer. You see, when I play something like Dark Souls has a lot of 100% damage blocking shields pretty early on into the game. And so when I'm trying to do that, and I'm failing at parrying, at least I can block with the shield and not have to worry about any damage at all. I just have to worry about my stamina. In this game, though, I haven't seen any 100 damage blocking shields. They've all been like 60 to 90%. And 90% is obviously still pretty darn good. But some of these enemies have done like insane levels of damage, and that scares me. I don't want to run into an enemy that can do like 10,000 damage, block the hit, take 200 damage, and that's still like a good, like a fourth of my health or something. I mean, look at that, right now I've got 240 health. Oh, hopefully we'll upgrade and not have to worry too much about it. Ooh, double crossbow-matic. That's always a nice thing to have. Especially with the burning DPS thing. But the magnet grenade, you know what? I can replace my ice grenade. I don't feel too much loyalty to the ice grenade. I still want to try a freeze build at some point. Because that would just be nice, but we don't have it for now. Whoops. Okay. I saw the rune and I went for it. Where do I need to go? We actually have to head down. So, you know what? We have to go this way. I don't think we've seen the promenade exit. Yeah, so the promenade exit has to be like down here. Alright, this will be it. This will be the run. That I at least get back to the castle, because we haven't been there in a long while. Okay, how do I open this door? Oh, there was a switch up top that I didn't notice because I was too busy trying to head down. look at that. Immediate promenade exits. I probably could have gone for, like, rushing around for time, too. Just because we'd still be going along the easier areas, and we'd be getting a ton of cells. But, oh well. I'm fine taking it slow and steady. Okay, this time we're not walking into here with a curse, and this time I'm not gonna get hit by the first fucking trap in our way. I promise you that. Oh, the gardener key thing is here immediately. So I've been told that what I get from here is an explosive crossbow. And that sounds like, it sounds like it'd be pretty darn good. But I do need every single other item, I need every single route to be able to access it, so not happening just yet, not happening just yet. Alright, this is the time gate. It's so mean that they put the time gate all the way down there. Ooh, hey, look at that! The gardener's key. Something I don't really need just yet. Excuse you, friend. I do not like to be burned. Uh-oh. He put himself in a corner. I can't backstab if his back is to a wall. I didn't know if that cell was gonna actually come over to me. Oh, jeez. Got you now. Oops. I guess that was just here for the ice grenade. I wonder if some things only pop up more when you've got the runes for it. Because I feel like ever since we got these runes, we're running into the teleport thing, the vine thing, all these a little bit more. But maybe it's just because now I'm aware of them and what they do. Okay, I guess I'll just wait. There you go. Oh, that's interesting. Nice bunch of traps. Easy though. Just didn't even have to jump. What do you got for me? Oh, it's a shop. Nope. Don't need any of these. They don't stack for what I need. Oh, one thing that I wasn't really paying attention to though. So there's a stat underneath like the DPS. You can see it's like this one has 25% damage. This one is -5% damage received, -5 damage received. I did not know what these were because I just assumed that they didn't change. I thought these were stats that were like, oh, you're using the ice grenade and it boosts your damage. Oh, you're using a fire grenade and it reduces the damage you take. And I just thought those were like stagnant, kind of solid. I'm not sure the word I'm trying to use for. Consistent, there we go. Consistent kind of stat. But I think they actually change up drastically over time. Wolf trap would be kind of nice. I think we'll go for wolf trap. Just because while I like the bleeding sword having the 100% burning thing, the wolf trap already having the 100% burning is also pretty good. What stat does it have? It doesn't have any extra stats. So obviously, like once we get further in, we can start looking at things a little bit more. Hey, look at that! 2 stats right next to each other. So, according to those general stats, people have been telling me that I should probably focus a little bit more on health regen. Or not health regen, damage resistance. And I've seen some builds where, like, they have a pretty insane amount of damage resistance. And I kind of want that. You know, where you know, you're doing a run and you have 75% damage resistance just in general? That would be pretty insane. That would definitely have saved me from a lot of bad times. But I'm not gonna... Ooh, I almost touched that. I'm not gonna focus on that kind of stuff for now. I'd rather have utility. I'd rather have utility over just general survival stuff. Ooh, whoops. I was looking in the wrong way. I started looking up at the scarecrow. Unnecessary damage. But yeah. I'd rather have just like a bunch of cool weapons and abilities over, oh, well, I wanted damage resistance, so I took this crappy, like, electric whip. And I don't like using it, but it had damage resistance, so I wanted it. But maybe we can reforge the stats. I haven't really been looking at that because, again, I didn't really know what those did. What do we have? Meh. Although, again, one day we'll use the ice builds, and that'd be good. 75% damage to a slowed down target. If we can get that, and then maybe like the damage boost to a frozen target on like a later version, that would be pretty amazing. Because then I could freeze a target, initiate the fight with like a crazy level of damage, and then just continue whittling on them while they can't do anything. Oh, the scarecrow's up top. I'll put this down here. Actually, there was no point in me doing that because I'd be too far away to activate it. Come on, why don't you try rushing at me? Oh, he's just dealing with that. All right, that's fair. Oh, such simple enemies. How could I have ever found myself dying to them and still dying to them a whole bunch? I don't know. It's because I suck. Oh, there's the Spider-Man one. Which also means we're nearing the end of the area. Mostly because we've already ran into the other areas. Do I want to go up? I feel like that lower path's a little bit more risky. Ow. That's fine. I hear you, Scarecrow. Oh, it's up here. It's just covering a zombie. Whoa! I wish these guys could blow up themselves, but I guess that wouldn't be too fair. Because I can't hurt myself from that. Jeez, okay. I hope we never run into an area that just has, like, only water. That would suck. Another order from the king to his officers. If the cells are overpopulated, use the outdoor jails or the oubliettes. Leave no suspects unsupervised. Well, unfortunately, that really didn't work out for them. I guess too many people. Still infected all over the place. Alright, we're going to the ramparts. It'll be easier to deal with than going to the ossuary. Kind of. The ossuary wasn't too bad. Like, now that I wouldn't be rushing myself through the whole place. Okay. What do we want? Right now we have a bunch of skills. So... it might be useful to just go for... an efficiency boost. So I can kind of keep popping it off. And then we can kind of focus on building up brutality and that stat. What do we want to do here? My problem right now is that I have level 1 versions of all these things, and I don't like spending money on the level 1 versions because I feel like you just don't get too much worth out of it. Like these are level 2, and you can see I get the 100% damage to a target, so I can add the plus quality and we'd be fine. But oh well. Oh Jesus. No, we're not doing that. Okay. We got 25% damage boost from those plus quality ones, so that's nice. I don't have a lot more money, so we're gonna keep these as they are. I don't want to like risk losing the 100% damage to burning target. Well, you see, now I'm poor. This is the thing I was worried about beforehand. We didn't want to have that happen. Because it's always risk, right? You reforge it and then it loses some of its cool stats. Meh. And it's level 1, so I'm probably going to replace this blade anyways. I'm going to find like a sword in the level that's like level 4 and does 100% damage to burning targets. And I'm going to go for that more than likely. I think not, sir. Casters are absolutely my focus. These mages aren't allowed to live here. You know what I'd like? I'd like a mutation that helps me find secret runes a little bit easier. That's awesome. I went down, I was like, I'm gonna put down 2 traps because there's a lot of enemies in this room. I'm totally prepared. And then I fucked up. Alright, what we got down here? Oh, look at this. Nice big chest. Balance blade. Don't want it. Don't need it. I like that 50% damage, but I'm fine. Now I kind of want to like go back and see exactly what kind of things I had. Like say when we had the marksman bow. That was doing like 2,000 damage. Did I just have a bunch of damage, like increasing stats? Or does it always do that much damage at the higher levels? I don't know. Because I don't know exactly how much, like, say, raising up my brutality stat does in comparison. He turned around. Oh no! Oh jeez, this isn't where I wanted. Stop fucking detaching to the edge! What the hell? I was trying so hard to get myself down onto the low ground, and it just wasn't working. Feels so cool, just rolling behind enemies and taking them out. I think that's a death pit. I'm not going down there. As tempted as I was to try and check it out. Okay. I didn't know it was gonna be in here. Ow! I was too busy looking at somebody else. Okay, alright, alright, alright. Oh no, you've gotten yourself trapped. Whose fault is that? Oh shit! There we go. I didn't mean to leave the left guy alive longer than that. I actually pressed Y as I was trying to go away, and it didn't go off. Nope. I do not need these things. Ooh. We just keep Why? I'm not sure. Hey, look. There's something down there. I wonder what that's about. How do I even get into that room? I'm not fully sure. I see a key thing, but no way inside. The fuck? I'm not fully sure. We'll just have to leave. I could have just gone down for the other teleportation, but it's fucking, they're relatively the same distance. What's going on over here? Oh, we've read these. A direct order from the king! Castang, when your king writes a direct order that must remain between you and me, that means you mustn't post these orders on the wall for all to see. And he did it here. That's funny. In any case, do not allow the prisoners to leave the prison. Not even when they have served their time. Ooh. Scumbag king. What is this? Was he trying to, like, get some sun? I don't know much about this Castang, but I like him already. How to give me some food? Well, I'll leave this here because maybe I'll get my ass kicked before we leave the level. Burn! Okay, what's down here? Ooh, some risky jumps. That's what's down here. I'll put some. I want to mix my stats. Obviously, I should probably at some points focus it.